All right, so today I'm going to teach you all how to create a quiz on Quizizz. Quizizz is a tool that I'm just starting to learn how to use. It looks like there's quizzes for basically any kind of topic, so math, English, history, language, really anything that you could think of. And the nice thing about Quizizz is there are topics for younger kids, so elementary school, there's middle school, and then there is even high school and college materials on here. So I feel like it's a really good tool to use if you ever wanted to maybe have a warm up for class, or if you needed to have some sort of exit ticket, or even just a homework assignment. You could use Quizizz to engage your students in a little bit of a different way other than just the basic lecture and notes that we're all used to, that we all had as students. So we're just going to go ahead and create a quiz. Okay, so it's quizizz.com, and then you would log in. I have the basic plan. You can upgrade and pay a little bit more to have a little bit more features, but you don't need to. I just have the basic plan, and it uses everything that I need. It has exactly for me. So we'll just create, and then we'll create a quiz. I'm going to name this one-step equations. And then these relevant subjects down here, notice all of these different subjects that are here. These are all different types of subjects that are on Quizizz. So obviously for me, I'm a math teacher, so this is for mathematics. And then we'll hit next. Now there's all different types of questions that you can ask. I'm going to start with a fill in the blank, just because I don't want them to have a multiple choice situation here. So normally you can just start writing your question, right? And as I start to type, you'll notice on the screen on the right, the question pops up. But for me as a math teacher, I want to use this math feature here. So I'll press here, and I'm just going to do a real basic example. So we'll say 3 times x equals 12, and then press insert. Now the students should all know to divide by 3 on both sides, and the answer is exactly 4. So they would have to type in 4. There's no other alternative answer, so we don't put anything there. And then the extra features here come in where maybe you can add a fun fact, or maybe put a little media in there, a picture or a GIF or some sort of thing like that. But I think that would be maybe more geared towards some of the younger ages. The older kids, love a good GIF or two, but it doesn't really speak to them as much, in my opinion. And then you can also change the amount of time that they have to answer a question. So for something like this, maybe they only need 45 seconds. And then you just press save. And there's your question and the answer right there. Now, for another type of question, I'll go ahead and do a checkbox. So maybe if there's more than one answer, they have to check all of the answers. And again, I'll just use this math feature. And I'll say a little bit harder one. So we'll say maybe x squared is equal to 16. And the students would know that you would have to take the square root of both sides, and our answer is going to be 4 and -4. So you would actually check both of those answers right there. And then you can add in other options just to see if they're really paying attention. And you wouldn't check those off because those are not the right answers. You can also add multiple answer options in addition to these 4. You can take away an option. Maybe if I only want 3 options, okay? I can always add it back if I need to. And again, you can use the media and that sort of thing if you upgrade, but you don't really need to. Now for something like this, maybe I'll give them a little bit more time, so 60 seconds, and then I'll press save. And notice my 2 questions are right there. So you can keep going with this. You can do all sorts of things. I'll just do one more question. I'll do a multiple choice this time. We'll be nice. And we'll say, using our math feature, we'll say x minus 5 equals, let's say 7. So the students should know that they would add 5 to both sides, and the correct answer should be 12. But we're just going to go ahead and put in a couple different options here. We'll only have 3 options here, and we'll just make sure that we check off 12. And once we're done, We'll come down here. We'll give them a little bit more time, 45 seconds, and we'll press save. Now, if you were using this as a warm-up or maybe an exit ticket, I think 3 questions is plenty, maybe 3 to 5. Depending on what you're doing, you can maybe do 1 or 2 questions if they're a little bit longer, but this is the idea. So it's a tool that I've started to use with my classes actually this week, and I'm looking forward to using it a little bit more and getting into some of the other pieces that are a part of this tool. So I hope you guys all enjoyed this little tutorial, and please feel free to reach out if you have any questions. Thank you.